Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Today is Monday, so you are allowed to ask personal questions, pet questions, political questions, whatever you have. In the meantime, let me see. Hi, Carmen Nanali, Gloria C, Ronan Conditioner Love Taro, Patsy Johnson, everyone. Uh, and if anyone would like a reading from me, direct to my website, psychicmiddle.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Hi, Jojo Taro. Thanks for reminding everyone to give me a thumbs up. That will help a lot too. Thank you. Okay. Uh, Elon's geniuses just fired a whole bunch of people from the, let me see, more than 150 employees responsible for managing and upgrading the U.S. nuclear arsenal have been fired or forced out by DOJ. Imagine that. I mean, it's really, when someone is ignorant, this is, I have to tell you guys, Papa Doc, he was a dictator. And believe me, I have no love lost for him. He's killed and caused the death of a lot of people that I know. So, and if Trump is given any ropes, he will do the same thing here. I mean, he has killed over 1 million people with of COVID from COVID-19. This time he will personally do it. So, but Papa Doc at least was smart. He was paranoid, schizophrenic. I don't know if he was schizophrenic too, but he was diagnosed as being paranoid. And he was diagnosed by American doctors at the time. I believe it was in the 1960s he was diagnosed because some of the stuff he started doing, first of all, the one of the guys who helped him get to power, I believe that was Clement Barbeau. I think that's how they called him. It's been a long time, but that was one of his key people. He killed him. A whole bunch of people who were with him and stuff, he did away with all of them. Yeah, that's why sometimes when I see people around Trump and people in Congress, instead of doing the job and take care of the country, stand up for the country, basically we don't know, we are rudderless. We don't know where we're going because Republicans are not doing the jobs. I'm afraid for my life. Oh, Lord. But Papa Doc was a real physician. He was smart. He was sick. And unfortunately, he stayed on power till 1970 and change. Because that's when around that time I came here. But Trump, he puts Trump to shame when it comes to intelligence. Because what does Trump have inside his for brain to allow Elon to fire people responsible for our atomic stockpile? Or if somebody decides to fire something at us, how are we going to defend ourselves? Not only that, they know the system, they know how it works. You cannot easily replace these people. But anyway, I was laughing when I heard that because I thought it was pretty sick. Oh, somebody last Friday asked me, and I did not know we had some kind of bad weather coming. I don't remember who that was, or I could go over the video from last week. I'll find out who that was who asked me if his area was going to be okay. I don't know where he is. I think he said he was in Mississippi, and from what I understand, there was a major weather something that went across the United States. I heard about it Saturday or Sunday or yesterday. I don't remember exactly when. I'm like, oh my God, that person has been on my mind since. So please, if you guys remember who that was, or if the person is here, please let me know how you made out, because I don't remember who the person was, but I can go and on the video and do the search for it. I just wanted to mention that I want to make sure the person is okay. But it was worse than I expected, because I didn't know there was a huge system going across the country. Mon B is asking, what do you see for the Australian election, probably in May? Will the Conservative get back in? I don't know anything about the Australian election. I would have to do some look into it. But when you ask me that, I would not be surprised if it goes the same way as Canada, okay? Because of Trump, the Conservatives were way ahead of the Liberal Party in Canada. I mean, Ron knows better than I do, but that's the model I'm being shown when I saw your question. Okay, I don't know who's running. You call one Conservative, so I'm assuming the Conservative are probably like MAGA in this country, because supposedly MAGAs, they think they are conservatives. But I would be surprised if your MAGA style people win. I don't think so. And it's going to be because Trump's behavior in this country, some of the stuff that he's doing. Okay. And also, as I'm saying this, I'm being shown Hungary. People all over Eastern Europe are protesting against Putin's puppets. So, and also the way, when did you say that election is? What do you see for Australian election? Probably in May, or May is too soon. Although things are going to continue to go south for Trump, things are not going to get better. And the world feeling towards Trump is not going to get any better either. So, please keep me posted, Monday. But I think the Conservative, there's a very good chance they lose. I don't know anything about Australia. Australia is a continent unto itself, right? If I remember, Europe, l'Asie, l'Afrique, l'Amérique, l'Océanie. I don't remember then. I think it's Australia. Australia is a continent, right, my friends? Please, Monby, can you please tell me, is Australia a continent? Oh, I can Google that. Australia. Yeah, it's a continent. I remember studying that stuff. Oh Lord, that was so long ago. That's why I was kind of confused, because Australia is Oceanie in French. Yeah, I remember they used to. I still remember that stuff. When I was very young, we used to memorize all the continent, and then French is l'Europe, l'Asie, l'Afrique, l'Amérique, et l'Océanie. That's why I was like, Oceania, that sounds like Australia. Yep. Okay. Hamed Denali says DOJ has no authority to let go people according to Orange. Yeah, right. Did you guys hear about what happened in court today? DOJ, like the title says, refused to answer the judge's questions. They're playing games. That's what they're doing. And I feel the judge is giving them enough rope to hang themselves. They think they're too smart for everyone else, and this thing is going to blow up. And do you guys remember I said it's going to take a combination? I have difficulties with time frame. Okay, I don't know which one is going to go first, but I think I have a very good idea now what's going to go first. I said it's either Republicans are going to reach a point they can't take Trump anymore, they break, because there are three factions in the Republican Party and Congress. One faction is going to join with Democrats and impeach Trump. And the other thing I feel the potential is Trump defying, oh, no, I didn't put it that way. I said the court orders, because that's how I was getting it, and people power, people going out, protests consistently. And that's what's going to do Trump. I feel that's what's coming. And I would not be surprised if some of those things that Trump is doing right now, like somebody said earlier, I read it, Trump thinks he has a mandate to do what he's doing, but he doesn't. He misread the room. And among other things that he's doing as well, he's deporting the people he didn't listen to the court. And also, there is a physician, someone we need. We have a shortage of doctors already in this country. And this person is a kidney surgery specialist. She's really good. You know, we don't have enough of those specialists. Guess what? I don't know. It seems like she went to Europe. She came back. And it seems like she attended Nasrallah's, the Palestinian that got killed. Palestinian leader. Israel killed him. Okay. And it seems like she attended his funeral. As long as she's not in ISIS and doing something, and the woman has a job here and you can pay attention, but it seems like they found videos of that funeral on her phone, and one thing led to another. They deported her back. They didn't even let her get into the country. They shipped her back to Paris or put her on a plane that was going to go back to France, something like that. But the judge did, there was a court order not to deport her until the court was giving notice, 24-hour notice or 48 hours notice or something to that effect. Okay, they didn't do that. And there's a young gentleman, I don't remember his name, he's a Palestinian. He was protesting in New York City. You know, I wasn't a fan. I don't like what's his name in Israel is doing. Okay. You know, killing Palestinians, you know, bombing them. I don't like that. I mean, I would react as well after October 7th, don't get me wrong, and I've said that on my other channel. You know, some of those pictures were horrendous, and believe me, God knows how I would react. And there is a picture, I still have problems with it, that young lady that was on the back of that pickup truck, that those guys, but anyway, but Netanyahu has gone a little too far. So I understand, you know, the protests and everything, and I agree. You know, this is America. We have a First Amendment right to protest, you know, as long as it's peaceful. He arrested this young man, and I said that the same day. Now everyone is saying the same thing. I'm talking journalists. I said this was a dangerous thing because they did that in Haiti. There was no constitution in Haiti. I mean, I didn't know anything about laws when I was in Haiti, so. There was a law. It was Papa Doc's law, just like in this country now. That's what Trump is trying to do. It's Trump law. You know, the Constitution doesn't matter. So, but They arrested this young man. His wife is 8 months pregnant. He's a permanent resident working on becoming a citizen. Okay. So what all those things are going to do, somebody mentioned it. I felt it was wrong. And I said that on my day stream. Okay. But I didn't think that was going to galvanize people to really do something. But somebody said it, the Bulwark. It's a YouTube channel. And they said that. When they said it, I said, that sounds right. So all those things that besides, among other things Trump is doing, all those independent action he's taking, hurting people. There's a little baby, a little girl, 10 years old. She was under cancer care for a brain tumor. They deported her family. They deported her. She's an American citizen. She was born here. They deported her along with her family. She had a brain tumor. Those things, when I read that, I said, that is true. It's going to come back to bite. But I wasn't focusing on those things. What I was focusing on is, will people go out and protest en masse? But the Bulwark people have a point. Those little things will add up. And I feel that's where and why I feel the protest is going to reach a point where, intuitively I'm hearing it. So you guys, please leave me a comment or post what you think. It seems like people are beginning to realize they cannot just go out and protest for example, release this gentleman or allow the doctor to come back. It seems like people are coming around to the idea that they need to remove Trump or this whole regime, the Trump regime. Please let me know. And really, that's what I feel. When I focus on people, that's going to be the demand. It's not going to be about one little thing. One incident, I should put it, sorry. It's a major thing. It's not going to be about one incident, like only Social Security. Social Security is big. In fact, I don't know how many of you heard, Trump is planning on sabotaging the Social Security Administration. There is, one second. Hang on, I'll tell you. Okay. Somebody leaked a memo revealing that the Trump administration is planning to sabotage Social Security Administration. Their plan would gut the agency's claim process, potentially preventing millions of Americans from getting their earned benefits. So if you can't enroll, you can't, you turn 65, you think you're going to be able to go to Social Security Administration and file your papers, do your thing, and, get back what you paid into it. Trump is, I'm sure that they can very easily destroy the database. It's more difficult than that. There are things they can do. They can damage the database and, among other things, to damage the system, bring down the server, crash stuff. They can do it. But the thing is, that's how bad, how ignorant Trump is. Like I said, Papa Doc was way smarter than he is. It's ridiculous. Connie guy who says, Milo can't kick the cigarette habit. With Trump, I'm smoking more. How can I quit? I'm sorry, my friend. It's ruining my health. I'm sorry. I wish I had an answer for you. Well, the best thing you can do, go to the doctors. They have those things they can give you. You can't, that's why I keep telling people, let go of the Trump stuff. You can't let this guy dictate how you live your life. Every once in a while it gets to me. Like last night, I probably had 3 or 4 hours sleep. I couldn't sleep. Okay, because I was trying to figure out how this whole Trump fiasco, will it end peacefully? And I don't see how. So, my friend, the best thing to do, don't let Trump ruin your life. Just go to the doctor, somebody understand their treatments, okay? Do that, okay? I wish I could help, but I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Maria Elena says, will I be able to juggle my finances if I get laid off or quit this year? I wouldn't quit, my friend. Find something else, okay? Jojo Tower says, do you see the Senate Democrats who voted with Republicans being primaried? I do. I think you're right. Some will. I don't know exactly how many. But for example, I wouldn't be surprised if AOC runs against Schumer. That's one. And there are, a few more. I believe there were 10. I don't know. Was it something like 10 of them? I don't know exactly how many, but yeah. People are Democrats. The base is, well, it's not only Democrats. They are angry what Schumer did. And I think he should step down from being minority leader. Somebody should step up. I would be surprised if Democrats don't do it. They don't. Put them to the side and promote somebody else. Maria said, Milo, did you see 60 Minutes yesterday about the drones over New Jersey? The enemy is lurking and DOJ is laying off talents? No, I didn't see it, but you're right. DOJ is, I don't understand, but let me tell you, if something goes wrong, a lot of people, like I told you a number of years ago, all those people in Congress, they'll be primaried or Democrats will run against them and put them out of Congress, and Republicans will be out of power for a very long time. Something is bound to go wrong. Okay, if this Trump fiasco lasts too long. I'm hoping nothing goes wrong and we get our country at least on its feet the way it was before Trump took over, or close to. And, to a way, in a position where at least somebody's not trying to kill the government, somebody from within. And I don't understand why Americans are not in the streets already screaming bloody murder. Can't understand it. Okay. Let's see. Georgia says, continent and country, Australia. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I had to Google it because I couldn't remember. It's been so long. But I still remember, the 5 continents. That was, oh my God. Those were the days when, when I was in Haiti and you had to memorize everything. I used to hate that. Okay. I'm looking for questions. Glorious, he said, they have a surprise coming. That's for sure. The way, the other thing they are trying to do, they are trying to erase everything about minorities. People, well, I shouldn't say minorities, but people of color. I mentioned it earlier today. I find it so offensive. Major General Rogers, medal recipient, Medal of Honor. He fought in Vietnam. He was shot, I believe, 4 times defending his position. Okay. Among other people, Trump and the racists he has around him. are trying to erase us. Not going to happen. But they have some pretty sick people in that White House. I mean, if they're doing this to our country, never mind minorities. Well, I shouldn't call them people of color. Okay, I don't like the word minorities because I don't think I'm a minority. But it's a mind thing. But since I'm so used to other people to hearing it on TV, so I tend to use that when I'm trying to stop using it. Okay. Oh my God, time went by fast. Lani 2024 says, Amilo, will I be successful in starting a nonprofit education center for young adults? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of demands for that. The thing is, well, nonprofit, you're going to go after, how do you grants and stuff like that? It's going to be a challenge. But there is plenty of demand for those type of businesses. Okay. The thing is going to be boxed. That's what I feel. Let me know. Okay. Janelle's Beth said, would I get money owed to me for my former employer? My friend, you better find out how to get your money. Okay, depending on how long it's been. Because they should have paid you, there's a schedule. You might have to take some action, okay? If it's over a month, there's a problem. That's what I feel. It says, Milo, with all due respect, these foreigners cannot come over here and dictate our government. They are needed in their own countries to protest their own government. You can't protest in other countries. America is completely different, which is in a good way. I don't mean that in a way. Not my community problem. I understand. I don't know who you're referring to. If you're referring to Elon, he's guilty of everything he's accusing other minority people. Well, other people of, because he's white. He thinks, he's better than everyone else and he's superior. And him and Stephen Miller and these people, well, there are no black people around Trump. There's only one, I believe he's a former football player. And yeah, there's only one, I guess. Even Trump needs a token too. But I agree with you. Believe me, I can't stand Elon. I can't stand Peter Thiel. Too many old thieves and con artists. And believe me, in the not too distant future, right now, the media is terrified of Trump. They are afraid. But in time, because because we are intuitively, we are more sensitive to what Trump is doing. So we know what was coming. We understood, we got it. But a lot of people don't. Okay. But they will. This guy, Elon and these other people would not have been given the latitude to do what they're doing. Unfortunately, we are here now. It's going to take a lot of effort to turn things around. So it's going to be a challenge, my friends. That's what worries me. Okay, I'm looking for questions. One more. Madeline Yanni is asking, when will this nightmare be over? I can't be for sure. But if Trump is still president or still in the White House next year around this time, I'd be very surprised. Unless he changes his attitude completely and put things back the best he can the way they were. Trump is not going to last. And that Social Security thing I told you, he's going to try to sabotage it or something to prevent people from enrolling, and even people like myself, other retirees. He's going to try to seize our money. He's doing it already, in fact. There is somebody who's 84 years old. He decided the guy is dead. The guy is very much alive. They took his money. He had to get the news media involved for him to get Social Security to put him back on the payroll. That's what's going to get a lot of people out. Those things are coming out and people are learning about them. And the media is beginning to interview employees who were fired for no reason. So, hang on, my friends. It's difficult to tell exactly when this is going to happen, but I would be surprised if next year he's still in office. And if he is, things are winding down. Okay? Sorry about that. I don't know how long you've been watching me. The same thing happened. I thought Garland was going to go after Trump in the first year out of office. But he did it around, I have no idea what this guy was doing. A year went by, nothing. And then we know the rest. Okay. I am scrolling. I think that was it. Let me see one more. Oops. Phoebe Figari says, does 45 consider Tiger Woods a DEI recipient? Even if 45 doesn't consider him a DEI recipient, okay, people around him do think so. I don't think the Mar-a-Lago crowd, by the way, I heard he's dating Don Jr.'s former wife. I don't understand this. But hey, who am I to talk? But that's a pretty racist crowd at Mar-a-Lago. I'm not saying everybody who goes there, but I see them whenever I drive that area, and I'm looking at some of those people. Eek. Anyway. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for taking part. I really appreciate it. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmino.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Again, everyone, thank you for coming. I will see you all this coming Saturday or during the week, my regular streaming hour, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till then, bye.